Hey guys, and now we're gonna start our new series, Three is Company. And this first situation is a personal situation of my own. It happened years ago, so is not that bad. and yeah, let's begin. So being a large presence on social media, you tend to come across a lot of different type of guys. Um, they are from all over the place, and you're privy to online dating, and ever since Instagram, I wasn't really a online dating type of person. Like I've online dated before, like in the MySpace days, but like not too serious, and definitely not, like settling down, like life partner type of vibes. So yeah, I was posting my pictures like I usually do, and I get hit up from all different types of guys. And this one guy, I'm like, okay, a cutie. So I reply back, and we get to talking back and forth, and it's like an instant connection. The vibe is there. Um we exchanged numbers, but we talked for, I think it was like maybe like a week in the DMs. We was going back and forth. Then we exchanged numbers, and then after that it was like we were on the phone all the time, like, and if we weren't talking on the phone, we were definitely texting. So and it was FaceTime, all that goodness, all that goodness. So um but the problem was is I'm from Connecticut and he was from Philly. Now, I didn't mind the distance, just as long as he kind of promised to come see me. So throughout the course of a time, I want to say like a month and a half or so, maybe even two months, um, we began talking about meeting up in person. And we've been talking like every day since the first time we exchanged numbers. And like everything, like first thing wake up, oh good morning, like everything you look for when you're interested in a person. So um he would comment all over my pictures. I was commenting on his picture, the kissy heart eyes, bae, shit like that. So um we then started making plans. Now, first it was a discussion about meeting up. Now we making plans like, all right, like I can't take no more. Like I want you, like type shit like that. So, we start making plans. And I'm like, okay, so how this about to go down? What we about to do? Type, shit like that. And he like, well, I'm gonna come see you, and then then we could figure out from there or whatever type shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. I got my own shit, so that wasn't nothing for me. Um. So I'm like, yeah, let me know when you coming. I'm about to have, everything good. I'm about to go get some lingerie. Like, he was fly. Like, it was just like, I want shit to be right. I want shit to be perfect. So, I don't know if I stated this, but yeah, I live in Connecticut, so For those of you who don't know, the Maury Show and the Jerry Springer Show tapes in Connecticut. So I don't know how that became a thing, but he was like, "Oh yeah, ain't the Maury Show or the Jerry Springer Show out there, or whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is," but it was random that he brought it up or whatever. So I was just like, "Yeah, it is." Sorry about that, guys. He was like, "Yeah, it is. Like, it is. What's up? Like, you want to go? Like, let me know. I could, sign in for tickets or whatever if that's what you want to do while we here." And I'm like, how long you want to come out here, and chill and whatever. He like, "Oh, I'm staying for the whole weekend," type shit. So I'm like, "All right, party." So, we make plans and situations out for that. He get a ticket, a train ticket to come up. He said he got everything situated. He called out of work, all this extra shit, right? I'm at work. I'm at work. Work. He's supposed to be on his way. It's a Friday. Yeah, we starting the weekend off right. I got the bottle. I got everything. Like, I'm ready for you. So, um, incoming call. I'm like, all right. I'm talking to him. We talking. You could tell when people kind of get a little antsy and something is wrong, because it's like a little nervous crackling in their voice. And I'm like, "Oh, hey, babe, like, what's up? Like, I'm happy. Like, oh, I get to see you. Oh, I can't wait to kiss all over you. Like, shit like that, regular shit." He like, yeah. He was like, so I said, "So yeah, what time is the tick? What time did the ticket say you come in? What time did the train leave?" He like, "Oh yeah, leave at this time." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to run and go get my check and go get a haircut, and then I'm about to go grab my bag and go wait at the station." I said, "Well, what time is your train? You leaving kind of early, ain't you?" Like, he was like, "Yeah, cause he like yeah, cause when I be out, I just want to be out for the day. Like, I don't want to, like, go all the way back home or whatever." And I should have took that as red flag number one. Okay, why you want to travel around with your bag? And it just wasn't right. It just wasn't right. So I'm like, "All right, cool. All right, cool." I'm like, "You good? Like, you still coming, right? Like, you coming, right?" He like, "Yeah, I'm coming for sure. Like, I'm out there. Like, I got my shit. I'm ready." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I hope you ready for me." That type of talk, like, still trying to keep it cool, but I already sense something ain't right. So I'm at work. Now, mind you, I start getting all these random fucking numbers calling my phone. And they Philly numbers. And I know they're not for me, because I only know one person out there, and that's him. So it's just like, okay, like, that's weird. And I'm like, do I answer or do I not answer? Because I just got off the phone with him. So it's like, it's kind of weird. So I answer the first time. Nothing. So I'm like, okay, I continue doing what I'm doing. I'm at work. Call again. And then I answer the phone. "Hello." No nothing. Just breathing on the fucking line. So now I'm getting irritated. So I just hang up. Calls in again. And I'm like, yo, whoever this is playing on my phone, please stop. Like, just stop. So I bang the shit. Like, I hang it up. Then the number calls back one more time. I answer it, but I don't say shit. At this time, it's quiet. And then I say, who is this playing on my phone? And it's a woman voice, and say, hello. And I'm like, now I'm irritated. Yeah, hello? Why you playing on my phone? She like, I don't know you and you don't know me, but I'm trying to figure out how you know Mark. I almost said his name. Damn. Yeah, so I'm like, now my heart dropping, and I'm like, oh shit, it's about to be some shit. So I'm like, I played it cool. I said, oh, that's my dude, like, that's my boo, like, we kicking it type shit, like that, whatever. So she goes, oh yeah? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, wait. She was like, is you that chocolate girl or something like that? That BBW girl? And I was like, yeah, who is this? And what are you getting at? Like, okay, you know who I am, so who are you type shit. Let's call her Shonda. So she like, oh, this Shonda. And I'm like, okay, Shonda, what do you want? And then she's like, well, Mark is my husband. I said, excuse me? She said, yeah, Mark is my husband. We've been together for 13 years. And no, she said we've been together for 9 years. And we've been married for 2. Or we've been together. I don't know. It's one of them. We was together for 13 years and we was married for 2, but we was together for 9 or something. But I know that 9 comes into play. Because she was like, I've been going through this with him for 9 years. Okay, so maybe it was 9 years. I don't know. It happened a while ago. So y'all was together for 9 years and y'all been married for 2. And y'all have 2 kids. Now, mind you, I know he has 2 kids because he told me. The only thing is, he said he wasn't with the baby mama or none of that. Another thing is, when are y'all ever together? Because I'm always on the phone with him. And I started even questioning him, like, damn, you never have your kids. Like, where the fuck is your kids at? Like, I never see you with your kids type shit, like, or never hear about them or anything. I started to question him about that shit. And he was just like, I see my kids, like, they older, they want to be with their friends or whatever the case may be, which is they wasn't like all that old. They just wasn't little babies. They were like young adult type kids. I don't want to say adult, but teenager, maybe, what's the step? Junior high type of age, like that. So, so I'm like, oh, okay. You mean, all right, cool. So now I'm boiling. I'm texting this nigga. I'm like, ooh, who the fuck is Shonda? Who the fuck is Shonda? So now boop, boop, boop. Now he banging in the line. He banging in the line. And I'm like, oh, he calling right now. Want me to click him in the line? She was like, no, 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 no. Don't click him in the line. Don't click him in the line. And I'm like, why not? I was like, we getting to the bottom of this. Because this ain't right. This is fucked up. Like, I had to step out. Like, I was at work. I had to step out. Like, this ain't right. This fucked up. I'm expecting him today. Like, like, how did you find my number? How did you know about us or whatever? She was like, oh, he don't let me have Instagram or none of that stuff. And now I know why. Because he be out there doing his own thing. And I said, yeah, because I had no knowledge about you, sweetie. And she was like, yeah, I know. I don't blame you. It's not your fault or whatever. She was like, he been cheating on me for 5 years. Like, for the past 5 years nonstop. Like, you was not the first girl and you won't be the last. Now, at this point, I feel tremendously bad for this woman because of the simple fact that she's accepting his behavior and she knows that this is something that he constantly does. But now I take off the the quote unquote side chick, if that's what you want to call it, but I had no knowledge or whatever. I take off the side chick defense, and now I'm really heartbroken for this woman. She's just like, I don't know why he keep doing this to me, and if you could just please leave him alone. We got a family, and just tell him you don't want to be with him no more. And my cousin was following him, and she saw that you was writing all this stuff underneath his pictures. And she just was keeping an eye on it for me, but then I questioned him about it and he blocked her and all this and all that. And I remember a point in time where he deleted all his pictures off his page. And I was kind of wondering about that too, but who am I? I don't know. I don't know. And I did ask. But he was like, oh, I'm going to start fresh type shit. Niggas, they lie. They say shit, So it's just like, who am I to fucking believe or not if he was telling the truth? But at this time, it's just like, yo, I'm at the peak of fucking being popping on fucking IG. I'm like, all right, I'm on to the next. Like, I'm not worried about you right now, bruh. Because I still haven't even fucking seen your ass. Yeah, I was feeling you a lot, but obviously that shit is not going anywhere. So the whole time I'm talking to her, he banging in the line. And I'm not answering. And I keep telling her, I'm like, yo, he keep calling. She like, don't answer. Or whatever. Yo, do you know, I was on the phone with this woman the whole time I was at work. The whole time. And it was crazy because it was like she didn't want to let me off the phone. Like she just couldn't let me off the phone. She wouldn't let me off the phone. It was just like a little broken bird, like my wing, I don't know. I just really got those vibes, and me being a nurturing person that I am, I was just like, come, bird, come, like let me cuddle you, let me nurture you back to health, like. Girl, you need to get rid of this nigga. Like, what are you doing? Like, and then you said this is not his first time. And she was like, yeah, girl, he been doing this all this. And I'm just like, oh, Lord. And I'm just like, why do you put up with it? We is high school sweethearts and this and that. And He's the kid's father. He's the father of my kids. Child. I just was just blown aback by how this woman was just like, she was more concerned about me leaving him alone than she was concerned about the fact that her man was just out here willy-nilly and about to just slang and hang and zang just all over the globe. And he was about to take that freshly cashed check and come see me. Like, yo, this is why. This is why. And then the now and fucking sinker is, and I want to see if y'all remember about what I said he asked me earlier. So I said, how exactly did you find out about this? She said, oh, last night he told me he was going out of town. And I said, oh, yeah? She was like, yeah. Is that because he was coming to see you? I said, yeah. But continue. She said, oh, yeah. He said he was going out of town because he had won 2 Jerry Springer tickets. And I said, well, if you got 2 tickets, then how come I'm not going with you? He said, oh, the other one I didn't win. I just won one, and the other one, the person from my job won it. I said, so it was supposed to be a business trip, he's saying? And she was like, something like that, which is a lie. Because it's a fucking security guard. How the fuck are you going on a bit? I don't know. You could be securing somewhere else, but not the type of fucking security guard you was. Ain't like you was a bouncer for a fucking club or no shit. You was a booth cop, like a flashlight cop, like, you know, shit like that. It wasn't like no big crazy shit. So I'm like, all right. So she just believe in anything now. So it's just like, all right. I said the Jerry Springer show, huh? And it was just like so funny to me because I was just like, how the fuck? I'm like, why is he asking me about the Jerry and Maury show? Because I'm like, hold up, we gonna be too busy for the Jerry and Maury show. What is you worried about that for? And that shit is at least 15 minutes away, 20 the most, you know? So it's just like, I'm not trying to be worried about no Jerry and Maury. We can watch that shit on TV. But, you know, so I finally said, oh, I'm about to click over. So I click over. He like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, on the phone with your wife. And he's like, yo, hang up on her. Hang up on her. And I was like, who is she? And he like, don't worry about that. He was like, don't believe what she said. And I was like, don't believe what she said. She says that y'all married and y'all live together. So what's that about? And I'm like, ain't you supposed to be coming out here to see Jerry Springer? He was like, nah, I'm not coming no more. I'm like, you not coming no more? I said, what happened? He said, because it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I said, so from you just being happy last night, then you acting weird today, earlier, talking about, oh, you're gonna do a haircut and you just gonna be sitting at the station with your bags and shit. You're gonna be sitting at the station with your bags because you don't want your wife to see you with your bags because you about to go out of town and live it up. He was like, nah, you don't know what you talking about. You don't know what you talking about. We be off and on. I don't really fuck with her like that and this and that and this and that. I said, yeah, but that's besides the point. You never told me that you was married at all. You didn't even tell me that you be talking to her. Like, as far as I'm concerned, you say your kids got their own phones and they hit you up when they want to see you or talk to you. But from my understanding, y'all live in the same fucking house, but I ain't never heard a kid or nothing. So what's really going on? He was like, nah, nah, nah. He was like, you know what? This shit is a dub. It is what it is. Like, it's a dub. I was like, oh, yeah. It been a fucking dub. And I feel sorry for your fucking wife because she said this ain't the first time you fucking did that shit to her. I was like, she sounded real hurt. So you need to stop what the fuck you doing because she over here begging and pleading me to leave your ass alone. He was like, this shit left alone. This shit left alone. I was like, you damn right it's fucking left alone, nigga. That decision isn't up to you. It's up to me because you fucking lied. You know? And saying all that to say is that when you online date, you must ask questions. And even when you ask questions, I know this for a fact. Even when you ask questions, you can get on their nerves with asking questions, and you still will not have all the fucking information. These niggas is out here living double fucking lives, and they want you to feel bad for being a detective. Don't fucking feel bad for being a fucking detective. I will be FBI. I will be CIA. I will be the fucking criminal minds. I will be all of that shit. If you are lying and I got my little intuition going off, screaming red fucking flags, I'm hunting your ass down because I'm getting to the bottom of the story. Period. Because that's fucked up for a woman to get to a point where she's with a man for 9 months. Not 9 months. 9 years. Excuse me. 9 years and married for 2. So he been cheating on you all the fucking long and you still walk down the fucking aisle and he ain't changed. He doing it still. Like, that's just something, a lesson in itself. Because you should never undervalue your worth that much to where you stay with a man just because of history. History doesn't mean shit. You can be with a person for fucking, I don't care, a fucking decade. And guess what? Tomorrow you could wake up beside them and they could be a completely different person. And that's the honest God truth. So, us as women, we have to take accountability. Yes, I have to take accountability for the position I played. I was so wrapped up in everything that was going on. Yes, I didn't have no way of knowing that he was lying, but I did the right thing for when I found out the situation, which is I could have did a little more detective work, especially when he started acting suspicious. Even though it was late in the game, it still could have been done differently. And on his part, he was just all the way around fucked up because he knew he was lying. He knew he had a family. He didn't care. He was just in it for his own selfish reasons. And in the end, he still ended up hurting this woman who continuously decides to be by his side. And it's just an eye-opener because you stay with a person for children, but in the end, what are you really teaching your children? You're teaching your children that your mom is just a settler. Do you want your daughter to grow up just settling for any relationship? You teach your son that it's okay to do whatever to a woman and have no consequences. She's going to take me back. Oh, she's not going to leave me. This is the right thing to do. My dad did it to my mom, so what's different? We have to really sit and take accountability for the images that we really put out there for our kids. And most importantly, the karma that we set for ourselves. Let this be a lesson and a funny experience, a testimony, whatever you take from this story time, and just realize that it takes nothing to be honest. It takes nothing out of you. It doesn't cost a penny, nothing. All you have to do is keep your word, be honest, and be you. Most importantly, be you. No amount, no man, no amount of money, no promises, nothing in this world is worth losing your dignity, respect, and self-worth. This concludes our first video of story times. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with a new video shortly. Peace.